Namaste everyone, I'm very happy to see you back on my channel. We're gonna go today for more like a standing postures in the sequence. So just get into something comfortable and we're gonna get started. We're gonna start in a standing position today. So just make yourself comfortable, creating pretty much like a hip swap distance between the feet. Tucking the tailbone inside, lifting the shoulders up and down, and just closing your eyes. Keeping your spine nice and tall. We're going to start deepening the inhales and lengthening the exhales. At this point, you can start turning on your Ujjayi breath, the breath of ocean. When you inhale and exhale with a closed mouth, and the exhale is a little bit longer. Settling down for the practice. Beautiful. Next, inhale, bringing the palms above the head. Lengthening both sides of the body. And exhale, folding forward. You can bend the knees at this point if you need to. Just making yourself comfortable. And releasing the head, releasing the shoulders, releasing the hands and arms. And just sinking into the mat. Stay a couple of breaths here. We're going to keep our right hand on the mat. We're going to keep our right knee bended. Extend the left knee up. And the left hand goes all the way towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the left hand down. Bend the left knee, extend the right knee up. Inhale, bring the right hand above the head. Exhale, the right hand goes down. Extend both knees. Grab the opposite elbows and release the head down. Just allow yourself to sink heavy into the mat. Extend the knees, extend the legs, and bring a little bit more weight to your toes. Releasing the hands. On the inhale, we're going to round the spine and slowly going to come up all the way towards the standing, and the head comes at last. Beautiful. Opening the shoulders, opening the chest. And we're going to turn towards the front edge of the mat. Bringing your feet hips wide distance. Inhale, bringing the palms above the head. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward to the Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep your hands somewhere on your hips, on your thighs, on your shin, or on the ground if you like to, but trying to maintain this flat back. Exhale, place the palms on the ground. You can bend the knees if you need to, and we're going to step our left foot behind. Left foot is behind. You can even walk the right foot a little bit further, lowering the left knee on the ground, and inhale, rising up. Or maybe cracking, arm cracking. Exhale, lower down the left hand. The right one is placing on the right knee, and try to open this right hip a little bit more. At the same time, externally rotating your chest towards the sky and looking all the way towards the ceiling. Feeling this nice and juicy stretch. Keep breathing. Exhale, closing this hip, closing the knee. And we're going to keep the right hand inside. And either you can stay here, which is no problem at all, or if you feel that you're a little bit more bendy, try to keep your whole foot on the mat and lowering down on the forearms, coming to the lizard pose. And that's okay if you're here. Just try to avoid this kind of position. So if you lower one elbow, then it's better to lower the other one. If you can't lower the other one, stay on the extended arms. That's totally normal. Now we're going to all extend our arms, our hands. Lift the left knee up. Lifting the left knee, lifting the core. Press firmly into the palms and shift this right foot towards the left one. And we're going to find our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can bend the knees one at a time if you need to. Find the extension of your back. Press firmly into the palms. Maybe even lift at the fingertips just to check that you're pressing into the palms. And you can start lowering those heels down. Beautiful. On the exhale, we're going to drop the knees on the ground. The chest between the palms and the chin. So you pretty much have the 3 points of connection with your mat. Inhale, sliding forward, cobra. Looking up. Exhale, tuck the toes in through the tabletop. We're going to lift all the way up to the downward facing dog. And we're going to lift our left leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, step the left foot between the palms, so make as many steps as you need to. Lowering the right knee on the ground, the right toes are still tucked in. Inhale, rising up. 100 Yasana. Exhale, lowering the right hand on the ground. The left one is on the left knee. Opening up this hip, externally rotating your chest and looking towards the sky. Pushing those hips a little bit more down. You can untuck the toes at this point if it feels more comfortable. Beautiful. Closing this knee. Placing the left hand inside. You can walk a little bit the foot on the left side. Either stay here. So if you did on the other side, for example, you had your hands this way, keep it this way to balance it out. If you want, you can lower yourself all the way to the forearms, but trying to close this foot. So don't open it too much, trying to bring it all the way inside. Beautiful. Just chilling here. Well, for somebody it can be chilling, for somebody it can be a bit more integrative. Though we do still try to relax. Bringing the palms on the mat, tucking the right toes in, lifting the right knee up. Walk a little bit the left foot, so the left foot is looking the outside. And we're gonna bring our right foot all the way outside of the right hand. Again, both feet are looking outside. And we're gonna lower our hips down, coming to the Malasana. Again, if it doesn't happen this way, so if you don't go all the way down, and if you're somewhere over here, that's okay, just stay there. Just stay lifted a little bit. Eventually, with the time being, you're going to lower your hips all the way down. And what's important here is try to keep those heels on the ground. So if you feel that you start lifting it and lowering, no need. Try to lower those heels down and lowering the hips down. Beautiful. Lifting the hands up. And inhale, rising all the way up to the standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Hands to heart. Beautiful. Bringing the feet together to the front edge of the mat. Inhale, hands go up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, your version. Exhale, placing the palms on the ground. We're going to step back towards the plank. I love plank. That's pretty much like my favorite posture. Pressing firmly into the palms, like in downward facing dog. You can keep your feet hips wide distance and engage the core. Engaging the core, looking forward. Because if you look down, what's happening is you're rounding the spine and you're lifting those hips way too high. So we're trying to lower the hips down, trying to keep the shoulders up and maintaining one line with your body. Beautiful. Knees on the ground. Shifting your shoulders forward, come into the variation of the chaturanga. So if the full version is not available to you at the moment, that's all good. It's going to come. So shifting the shoulders forward. Bend the elbows. Try to keep the elbows as close as you can towards your chest. Inhale up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes in, lifting yourself all the way to the downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stay with me. You're doing great. Breathe in, keep breathing, keep pressing into those palms. Beautiful. We're going to lift our left leg up towards the sky. Flex the left foot and close the hip. So I know that there is an intention to open the hip up. We're going to close the hips, so squaring the hips. So that means, that's being said, that the leg might not lift all the way like as we want to or as we imagine. So that's fine. That's perfectly normal. Keeping the foot flexed. Exhale, roll yourself to the plank. Bend the left knee and bring the left knee trying to touch the left triceps. Inhale up. Beautiful. Exhale, knee to the triceps. Inhale up. One more. Exhale, knee to the triceps. And inhale, rising up. And exhale, bring the knee to the chest as close as you can. You can rock yourself on the rise on your toes. And exhale, step the left foot between the palms. Beautiful. We find the stability here already. We find the foundation. Our back leg is strong. And inhale, rising to the high lunge. Beautiful. Staying in here. You can even bend your back a little bit if you feel comfortable. Stay in there. Stay in no bouncy. Exhale. Placing the palms on the ground. Shift the left foot towards the right. Come into the downward facing dog. Beautiful. And lifting the right leg up. Again, flexing the right foot. Square the hips, so lower the right hip down. And exhale, bend the knee, roll yourself to the plank. And bring the right knee to the right triceps. Inhale, bringing it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right triceps. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to the right triceps. Now inhale up. Now exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. You can even round your spine a little bit and step the right foot between the palms. Left leg is engaged, left leg is extended. Front knee is bended. The knee is right above the ankle, not further. And inhale, rising up to the high lunge. Beautiful. Stay strong. Stay here. Exhale, lowering the hands on the ground. Shift the right foot towards the left one. Come into the downward facing dog. Beautiful. And we're going to go for the vinyasa. So your version, either you place the knees on the ground, you shift your shoulders forward, and you keep your knees on the ground, or rock yourself to the plank, shifting forward. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, look forward. Engage the core. Inhale, upward facing dog. Looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Well done, guys. Whatever your version did, you did an amazing job. Taking a couple of breaths here. Finding your breath again. Beautiful. and looking forward. On the inhale, we're gonna step all the way towards the front, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Now inhale, bend the knees. Swipe those hands in front of you. Looking up towards your hands. Lowering the shoulders down. So we're coming to this chair pose. Utkatasana. Engage the core. Tuck the tailbone inside like a Michael Jackson. And stay here and breathe. Good. Just breathing. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Now we're gonna lift our left knee up. Left knee is rising up. Left knee is up. Point the left toes. Pointing the left toes. Press firmly into the both edges of the standing foot. And exhale, send this left leg all the way behind to the warrior three. Keep your hands to the heart. You can spread them wide as the airplane mode. Stay there. Lower the left hip down. Lowering the both hands on the ground. Step the left foot back as you can. So we're back in the lower lunge. So opening this left foot 90 degrees. And swiping those hands all the way to the warrior two. So your left foot is 90 degrees. Your left leg is nicely engaged. Your core, your upper body is straight. So don't lean too forward. Don't lean too back. So keeping it straight. Extending the arms. Check what is it doing in the back arm. And bend the front knee so that the knee is above the ankle. Beautiful. Staying in there. Open the palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, right elbow to the right knee, but again, we're not resting here. So if I remove that elbow, you're gonna keep the same angle. Swipe this left hand all the way in front of you and up, and externally rotate your chest towards the sky. Again, if you remove, you're not resting. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. One more time, inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, right elbow to the right knee, or if you feel that you're a little bit more bendy, you can lower the right hand down and opening this left hand above the head, externally rotating your chest. Inhale, rising up. Extending the right leg in front of you, and we're gonna bend. So we're gonna open the left foot a little bit more. We're gonna bend the left knee and lowering yourself all the way to the Skandasana. So again, if you don't come all the way down and you're stuck somewhere here and just doesn't go all the way towards the mat, that's okay. Stay there. Eventually, once your body gonna get used to it, once you're gonna get a little bit more stretch in your hamstrings, you're going to lower all the way down to this Skandasana. Beautiful. You can keep your hands to the heart, or if it's a bit too hard, you can always keep your hands in front of you. Beautiful. Lifting your hips up, turning towards the back edge of the mat. I know, yes, we have switched our direction. So we're again in this low, high lunge, almost there. And bring the right foot towards the left one. Feet together, bend the knees, and we return to the chair pose. Tuck the tailbone inside, engage the core, and looking up. Beautiful. I'm gonna take a little bit more space and move to the center. Sink deeper. You're sitting all day on the chair, so it's good to engage your glutes. And inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. We know what we're doing, just to the other side. Inhale, right leg up. Pointing the right toes. Keeping your upper body straight. Exhale, send this right leg all the way back to the warrior three. You can keep your hands to the heart or spread them wide to the airplane mode. Beautiful. Lowering the hands on the ground. Step the right foot all the way behind. All the way behind. She's opening the right foot and swiping those hands all the way up. Warrior two. Again, the same thing. The back leg is engaged. The front knee is above the ankle. And looking forward towards your future. The history of the warrior two is that your back arm is your past, your front arm, your front hand is your future, and you are in the present, in the center. So we are being in the present, in this moment, looking towards our future. Opening the palm, take an inhale here, exhale, reversing the warrior. Beautiful. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, left elbow to the left knee, swiping the right hand in front of you, opening up to the side angle, externally rotating your chest. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, either the elbow to the knee or you lower down the whole hand and swiping the right one above the head, open the chest, side angle. Inhale up, extending the left leg and doing this Skandasana on the right knee. So opening the right foot, start bending this right knee and lowering the hips down. It's also called a surfer's lunge. Keep your hands either in front of you or to your heart center. Lengthening the spine. And again, if you're somewhere there, that's okay. Be gentle to yourself. Beautiful. And turning all the way towards the front. Bringing the left foot towards the right one. We're in the Uttanasana, folding forward. Bring the feet together. Bend the knees, swipe the hands. Come into the chair pose. And exhale, we're going to start sinking deeper into that chair pose. Come into the half chair. Stay there. Stay strong. And lowering all the way down. Or falling. That also works. So we're back into the sitting. We're going to bring our knees as close as we can to our chest. You can grab the knees behind. Lengthening the spine, so finding it nice and tall. You can keep those feet on the ground, and we're going to start leaning backwards. So once you feel that you're ready to fall, you're going to start lifting one leg at a time and extending the arms if you want to. If it's uncomfortable, you start like bouncing, you can slightly keeping the hands and supporting yourself with your knees. Extending the arms, keeping your core engaged. Coming back to sitting and just releasing here. So opening the palms, taking a comfortable sitting and just taking a moment to relax. Beautiful. Very good. Now bringing the knees towards the chest and lowering the back all the way to the mat. All the way down to the mat. Bringing the knees to the chest, hug yourself, and you can rock yourself from side to side. Just taking a moment to relax over here. Extending the legs all the way towards the ceiling. Bend the left knee and bring the left foot above the right knee. You can bend the right leg as well, right knee, and slide those hands through the legs, grabbing the right leg behind, lowering down the head, the shoulders on the ground, and try to bring this right leg a little bit closer. So you're going to start feeling the stretch at the back of the left leg, at the back of the leg, left thigh. That's what we're doing. It's called an inclined pigeon. To stretch. Beautiful. Extending this right leg towards the ceiling and changing the sides. So extending the left leg towards the sky, bringing the right foot underneath your knee, sliding those hands, grabbing this left leg, bend the left knee, and try to bring the left leg a little bit closer. Beautiful. Extending the both legs towards the ceiling. Grabbing the feet, bend the knees, grab the feet from the outside, come into the happy baby pose. So trying to keep your hips on the ground, trying to keep your shoulders on the ground, bending the knees a bit more. You can rock yourself from side to side. Rocking yourself from side to side. Beautiful. Now closing those feet, closing the legs, and we're gonna go for the inversion of the shoulder stand. So bringing the knees closer to your chest, placing the palms on the ground. That's gonna help you to kick your hips up. So you're gonna kick them up and you start grabbing them straight away. The closer you walk your hands towards your rib cage, the easier is to straighten the back and extend those legs. Come into the Sarvangasana, your shoulder stand, trying to keep the feet together, toes together. And then slowly lowering those feet behind. If they don't touch, you can put the block, or if you're somewhere over here, that's okay. Just stay there, support yourself at the back. If you lower your feet all the way down to the ground, extend the knees. Extend the knees, and you can release your hands touching your feet. Press firmly into those feet, into the floor. Try not to look to the sides. And just focusing on yourself. To come out, bend the knees. Start supporting your back, your hips, and slowly we're gonna lower all the way down to the mat and bringing the knees to the chest. Hugging yourself there and stay for a couple of moments here. Beautiful. We're gonna cross the legs, create a couple of playful rocks, up and down, massaging your spine. Eventually coming towards the sitting, pressing the palms in front of you, shift your hips up, walk all the way towards the tabletop, press into the palms and lift those hips up. We're back to the downward facing dog. Almost there, guys. Stay with me a little bit longer. And we're gonna finish with a pigeon pose. So we're gonna lift our right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee as close as possible to the right hand, to the right wrist. You're gonna start at this point, you're gonna start walking your left leg behind, lowering your hips all the way down to the mat. And first, we're finding this extension of the back on the mat, being on the mat, sorry. And trying to square in these hips. So pushing the left hip a little bit more towards the mat. If you feel comfortable here, you can start folding forward. And again, trying not to collapse on the left side and on the right side and opening the left one. We're gonna lower the left hip a bit more. Inhale slowly, we're gonna lift up, Tuck the left toes inside, press into the palms, lift the right leg up, back to the downward dog. And on an exhale, we're going to change the sides, bringing the left knee closer to the left wrist. Walking this right leg behind. Right leg behind, lowering the hips down. The both sides might feel different. They're never the same. Finding the extension first here, lengthening the spine. And again, trying to push the right hip a little bit more down. And if you feel comfortable here, we're going to start lowering down. Inhale, slowly rising up, tucking the right toes in, lifting yourself back to the downward facing dog, and lowering the knees on the ground, swiping those legs in front of you, and slowly keeping your legs straight. We're gonna slowly start lowering down on the mat. Come into our last and final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Spreading the legs a little bit wider, opening the palms, and just breathing. There is nothing else to be done. Observing how your belly and your chest rise once you breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing every part of your body. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need to. If you have a spare 5 to 10 minutes, please dedicate them to Shavasana. Your body is going to only tell you thank you. And Mia, thank you very much for practicing with me today. Have a beautiful day, my dear fellow yogis. Namaste.